guys, it's Sheila Shimmers. Welcome back to my channel. So it seems like I'm on a streak of concealers and foundations to just keep up the trend. I picked up this Covergirl Trublend Undercover Concealer. I haven't seen it before. I picked this up at CVS. It's listed as new on their website, so I'm super excited because I actually didn't know if it was old or new. I don't really buy much products from Covergirl, but this one, I don't know, it just caught my attention. It just looks like this. And the next thing that I picked up was the Covergirl Trublend Minerals. This one is a loose powder. It comes in different shades. They had translucent and I think banana. So I picked up the translucent one. I'm super excited. So yeah, we're going to be doing a wear test throughout the day and seeing how this concealer and powder work. So this is it right here. It's the Covergirl Trublend Undercover Concealer. It says on the website right here, conceal, shape, and brighten with our new full coverage concealer. Say bye to bags, dark circles, and other skin imperfections with this lightweight concealer. The large fluffy doe foot applicator ensures the easy, even application on the velvety smooth formula leaves behind a matte finish that will last all day. With 30 shades that match 99% of skin tones and easy to find for your perfect hue. Funny enough, this actually doesn't even mention the price. It is out of stock on their website, but like I said, you can find this at CVS. I wish I had the price now. Gosh. So it says it's full coverage, matte finish, conceals all imperfections. It's easy to blend and it lasts all day and is also vegan. So I'm just going to go ahead and open it up for you guys. I'm going to let you guys know which shade I got as well. So it comes with this doe foot applicator. I feel like this is very close to the Tarte Shape Tape. It seems to be like the most popular just applicator for concealers lately. I have the shade Buff Beige, and like I said, it comes in 30 shades. This one retails for $10.99 at Ulta, so I feel like it's more on the pricey side, especially for a concealer from the drugstore. I don't know. How do you guys feel about Covergirl? I don't think that most of the stuff that they sell really calls my attention, so I think this is a little bit just expensive if you're not a regular shopper for Covergirl. Alright, so it's weird because I can't really find this online. The other one that I find is also a translucent powder, but it just doesn't look the same as here, and it's called mineral powder as well. So this is the powder right here. The other one retails for $8. I just can't really find this, which is weird because these two were in the same kind of like little area. It's just a translucent powder. Like I said, it comes in banana and it shows it's translucent. It has this little sticker over here and then your powder kind of comes up. This is actually a soft plastic on the top. So I don't know how I feel about that because it just feels like this little cap. It's not very sturdy. I don't know why they would do it this way. Whew, that just went all over my black pants. Thank you very much. Now I'm going to be applying some foundation. I'm going to go ahead and create just a nice base for this concealer and I will be right back. Alright, so now I'm ready to really jump into this concealer, and like I said, I'm using the shade Buff Beige, and I don't know, this seems like it's really full coverage, so I am going to start right there. Off the bat, it feels very lightweight. I don't feel like it looks or feels very heavy. I'm going to start blending this out with just my beauty sponge, and I feel like the shade, it's a little bit light, but I really like it. For Buff Beige, I was expecting something a little bit more yellowy. I feel like the finish of it is very natural. It did cover a little bit, but I didn't feel like I put too much. You can definitely see the darkness on the side compared to this one, and I feel like it looks actually pretty good. It's not creasing or anything yet, but I'm going to be applying it a little bit more right there on that inner corner, and I'm going to be blending it out again. I feel like that definitely did brighten my eye. It's also very comfortable to the skin, and I feel like it blended out just really, really nice and even. So that is it right there. I feel like that looks full coverage. I'm seeing a little bit of my darkness, but that is something that doesn't really bother me because if I don't color correct, that is just how it would look. I'm going to be applying just a little bit heavier on this side, about the same amount that I applied all over on this one. I just went a little bit later in the beginning. And I'm blending. I'm going to be putting some on my lid as well with whatever's left on my sponge. Far, no complaints. Obviously, we have to see how it works throughout the day, if it creases. But so far, I feel like it looks really good. Alright, so now we're going to jump into the powder. I obviously already hate this powder because it did ruin my pants. But it comes with this little fluff right here, and I just don't like using that. I'm just going to be using my sponge, so I'm putting a little bit on the cap. It seems pretty thick. I don't usually prefer thick powders, but I do use the banana from LA Girl from time to time, and I feel like that one's pretty decent. Alright, it's very thick. It's like not even coming off my sponge right here, and it's not wet. So I'm going to be setting this underneath my eyes. I feel like it does have a yellow tint, and that is kind of weird because I don't have the banana one. I feel like this one should have been a little bit lighter because I feel like this would definitely leave a color on lighter skin tones. I don't know if you can see right there that it's very yellow. But for my skin tone, it actually works pretty well. This is actually setting the concealer pretty nicely. I feel like I do like that. I don't mind that it's so thick because it doesn't like look thick on my face or cakes up or anything. But that's all I'm going to do today with the concealer and powder. I'm going to be finishing up the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be back to give you guys my thoughts. I am really surprised because I haven't really tried anything from Covergirl, but I feel like the powder is actually not bad at all. It's a little bit on the thick side, but I don't feel like it looks really bad or anything. And if you are on my skin tone, then I guess the shade 50, which is translucent, will fit you. I feel like if you are any lighter, it definitely does have a little color to it. So I would probably just be aware of that because, I don't know, I just feel like it's more on the yellowy side. So just be careful if you're more on the fair. Definitely check out to see if they have other shades because I think I saw a banana shade as well, but I didn't see any other ones, so that's why I went with this one. The concealer is really nice. I feel like the consistency of it was very just lightweight, and it was very creamy. It felt really good on the skin. You definitely saw that I could like build it up really well, and it definitely did cover up a lot. I am seeing a very, long line right here, so I feel like it's gonna start to crease soon. But so far, it looks really nice. I feel like right now I don't really mind it. So we're going to see just how it wears throughout the day. I also feel like for the price it's a little bit more on the expensive side, but we're going to see how it wears because if it does the job, then I don't really mind, spending the extra dollars. So far that I feel like these two are pretty decent, so we're going to just see how they wear throughout the day. We are here. It's looking pretty good, I think. I definitely see that some of my mascara did transfer down and that it's looking a little bit darker. It definitely creased on me. I feel like the lines are not flattering whatsoever. The coverage is still there, but it's just looking very, very dry under my eyes. So I don't know if I love this for dry skin, but so far I feel like as for coverage and for just color, it's good. For creasing, I don't love it. I don't know, what do you guys think? I feel like I'm not really loving this. I had no idea that my mascara had actually like came down. There's definitely some creasing going on right there. You can definitely tell. So I don't know. I'm going to do one more checking at the end of the day. It's been about 5 or 6 hours since I worn this. It is lunchtime right now. It's 1 o'clock. So maybe I'll get back to you guys around 4 or 4:30. Alright guys, it is 4:24 in the afternoon. We've had this on for a long time. I've had it since 6 a.m. And I don't know, I feel like this is not my favorite concealer on the drugstore. That's just how I'm feeling. Kind of reminds me of the Kokie Cosmetics concealer just because of the little stripes on the top. Formula-wise, I feel like this is very similar to, I would say, not the Shape Tape, but it's very thick as a Shape Tape. It's a little bit more lightweight than the Shape Tape. Obviously the Doe Foot applicator definitely looks like it. As far as shades, I feel like this one just didn't oxidize on me, but it did start to look a little bit gray throughout the day. It did definitely create more like lines under my eyes. Didn't really crease, but it looks really, really dry, and I just feel like I have much more like better concealers in the drugstore that I have found. It definitely like rubbed off on my lid as well. And it just, I don't know, if you like this concealer, I can definitely see why. I just think that for my skin type, being so dry, it just doesn't work as well. I feel like I could like maybe moisturize a little bit better under my eyes, and maybe that would enhance it a little bit. I also feel like I could have gone with a lot more product, and I didn't because I see a little bit of darkness peeking through. I feel like I have probably a good amount, but you can definitely build this up to a full coverage. I feel like right now it's just looking more like a medium, and with, the wear of the day, it kind of like faded away a little bit, and it's definitely like emphasizing my lines a lot. So that is just my thoughts on this. As far as the powder, I feel like this is going to be a little bit hard for you to use because if you're on the more fair side, this would definitely leave a tint of color on your skin. I feel like for my skin tone it's really nice, but for darker it's also very light. The banana one is definitely going to be really dark for lighter skin tones, and it could maybe fit deeper skin tones, but I haven't really tried it. I just feel like this is nothing special to me. It's just a nice powder. It's not very fine. It didn't really emphasize anything, but I don't know if this concealer is acting so dry because I use this powder, which I wouldn't think so because they're probably meant to be paired together, but it just like the dryness is a bit overwhelming in how it's looking, so I don't know if it has anything to do with this powder. I don't know, I'll keep it. It is a nice powder to just have around, but it's not something that I'm gonna go ahead and repurchase. So that is everything in today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, don't forget to subscribe below, like this video, and I will see you on my next one. Bye!